I've only gone and done it. I've started Malazan. Bled dry by interminable warfare, fighting, and bloody confrontations with Lord and Amanda Rake, the Malazan Empire simmers with discontent. Its legions yearn for some respite. For Sergeant Whiskey Jack and his bridge burners, and Tattersail, surviving sorceress of the Second Legion, the aftermath of the Siege of Pale should have been a time to mourn the dead, but Empress Lysine's gaze has fallen upon Registan. For this ancient citadel, last of the free cities of Genbakis, still holds out against her. However, the Empire is not alone in this great game. Welcome back everyone to my channel, Through the Pages with Dee. So like I said, I've gone and done it. I started Malazan. I'm not quite finished as yet, but I'm literally, I think, only a chapter away from the end. As you can see, there's been some adjustments to the set of Through the Pages. I have added a bookshelf, so now we have more room for books, because that's always a good idea. So Malazan, where do I start? It is absolutely amazing. I think if somebody was to ask me at this point, and I've not read many, but if they were to say what's your favourite fantasy that you've read, I would have to say Gardens of the Moon. I've not even finished, and I love it. The characters, the plot line, I'm not entirely sure if I'm understanding it, but I think I might be. But even though I've not finished, I really wanted to jump on and say how I feel about this, and how I absolutely agree with every single other booktuber who loves this book, potentially the series, which I am going to finish. I am going to get the rest. What an amazing book. So good. I thought Robin Hobb was good with her characterization and her prose. This is amazing. Now, my favourite character at the moment is Tattersail. That's who my favourite character is. I also have a little bit of an affection for Quick Ben, and somewhat of an affection for Croupe, if I'm saying his name right. And who else do I like? Barak. Quite like Barak. And I think Amanda Rake is going to throw us a bit of a curveball, a bit of a surprise eventually. But yeah, absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. The magic, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss to the magic. I am in awe of this book. I only picked this up not yesterday, the day before, and this is where I'm at already. And I don't even feel like I'm rushing through it. I feel like I'm reading it at the pace that is justified in which to read this. So yeah, and I've heard certain booktubers say they maybe struggled with what the cards are, what the dragon cards are. I think maybe, just maybe, I might have that sussed. I personally think, and I'm putting it out there now, if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up and say I'm wrong. But I'm personally putting it out there that I think maybe the deck of cards is something along the lines of tarot cards, and they're for divination and to tell the future. That's my take on the cards, because I've heard quite a few say, what's the deal with the cards? I don't understand. So that was obviously in my head implanted as I was reading the book, to see if I could gain some sort of insight into the cards. So I think the tarot cards. I think that Tattersail has this unique ability to be able to read them, because it seems like at this point no other sorcerer is quite able to read them. I know Croupe keeps saying something about how he wishes he had his cards to have a quick look at, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I obviously there's a great big war going on between. It seems at the moment that some of the citizens are against Moonspawn and some are against Malazan. And if I'm understanding this correctly, due to how they were loyal to the previous emperor and don't feel loyal to the current empress. That's the way I'm reading it. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, because obviously I want to be able to understand these books. I don't want to get them wrong, but that's my take on it. So another great character is Whiskey Jack and his little camaraderie, which has got Callum and Quick Ben, and oh, what's his name now? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I know it begins with an M. These are some of my favourite characters. I think it's no, it's gone. I know it begins with an M. Who else do I like? I don't like Sorry as Sorry. I don't like her. I'm feeling nothing for her. She's not one of my favourites. But then, as we found out, things happen. I'm pretty certain most of you are aware with what Malazan is right now. And if you're not, here's my advice: please pick it up. Don't be scared of it. Please pick it up, because I was feared to death with what everybody said about. Oh, it's a hard book. This one, it's going to be confusing. And I actually thought I was going to open it and the language was going to be confusing, similar to The Grey Bastards, which I've just read. So I was thinking back to the dictionary again, going back to Robin Hobb, because she has this fantastic language, and hers is one of the first books where I've sort of struggled with the language but grown to love it. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back there now and do that again. Not at all. Not at all. This is so fluently written. Stephen Erickson, I know you already know. And I know you're not going to watch my channel, but kind of just put it out there to the ether that you are one hell of a writer. I cannot wait to read the rest of these. I've seen them on Amazon. I'm going to buy them in sections. So, because I've got a lot of other books that I want to read. I've not read them. A lot of other books I want to read. I'm playing catch up basically, because I only started fantasy kind of the beginning of this year. So I've gone through John Gwynne, some of Robin Hobb, Grey Bastards. I read a few bits of fantasy last year, but not many. Last year I was more into my crime and my crime fiction. So I've come into fantasy just this year. So I'm a little bit behind, so I'm playing catch up. But I'm loving everything that I'm reading at the moment. Everything's amazing because I'm going off, obviously, suggestions, what booktubers are suggesting to read. So how can they be rubbish? They're not going to be. But Malazan, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'd love it. I absolutely love it. There are so many characters, but even though there are so many characters, and right at this moment, because I'm filming and not editing, I don't do edits because, let's face it, I'm too old, I'm Gen X. I'm lucky I've worked out how to work my phone because I film on my phone. I'm lucky I've worked that out. I'm just talking from the hip, literally shooting from the hip with what I say. So right now, names aren't necessarily coming to me, but the characters that stay with me are coming to me. Like Hairlock. Hairlock's a great character. I think I've got that right. Who they basically turn into a marionette. What? What? Awesome scene. Awesome scene. The what's he called? Tation. He's a piece of shit. Let's just put that out there. He's a piece of shit. We want rid of him. He's going to get his comeuppance, I'm sure. The assassin scenes. Awesome. Awesome assassin scenes. I don't... Honestly, I've never been... I thought I was blown away with the fantasy I'd already wrote. Already written, sorry, already wrote. Who do I think I am? Already read. John Gwynne made me cry. It made me feel emotions I didn't know I could feel over a book. Robin Hobb, same thing. But I loved her characters. I loved the way she wrote. But this is a whole nother level. A whole nother level. And I'm so pleased that I chose. I was toying with which book I'm going to read after The Grey Bastards. I didn't know where I was going to go. So glad I went here, because I have gone through this like how I was reading some of the books last year from different authors, just page after page after page after page. I wasn't just, I don't really put a cap on myself page wise anyway. I read however much I feel like reading, maybe till my eyes hurt or I've got something else to do, or those kind of things. But I practically read all day until something else takes my attention away from it. But honestly, it's amazing. I love it so much. Now I know what everybody's talking about. Read Malazan, read Malazan. This has got to be good then. Everybody's saying, read Malazan. So it's got to be worth a read. Yes, it is. Read it, please. I don't know what more I can say. I don't really want to throw any spoilers out there for those of you who may watch this and haven't yet read it. But I know a hell of a lot of people have read it. And I also do know that with book 2, we come across a whole different group of characters, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm just really happy that I don't consider myself a highly intelligent person. I don't consider myself intelligent enough to get through life, but I wouldn't say I'm highly intelligent. But I'm just so pleased that this is making sense to me. It actually makes sense to me. I understand what is going on, I think. I know there's a war. I know there's war coming from all different aspects. It's how they're seeing it, what they're doing, There's got all that about it. And then you've got these people who want to get rid of these people. And we've just found something out about Col, which is amazing. Okay, so that's who Col is. Wow, didn't see that one coming. I know he had a hatred for I can't think of her name either now. Salat, something like that. I know he had a hatred for her and he was watching her, but there's a curveball. Didn't see that one coming. Right, okay. Tok the Younger, another great character. There's the little storyline between Bellerden and Nightchill. Now, Nightchill. What a name. What a name to come up with. Nightchill. That is such a cool name. If I was in a biker gang, my dad was a biker. He's sadly no longer with us, but my dad was a Hell's Angel. I think if I was part of a biker gang, that would be my name, Nightchill, because I love vampires and I would want to emanate that on my motorbike. I would want to be Nightchill. In the night, I'm going to make it chill. Yeah, Nightchill. Such a cool name. And the way that story played out and the heartfeltness within it. And then, because Tatasale and Bellerden have an argument, and then what happens and how she is such a powerful sorceress. That's why she is my favourite character. And what is now happening with her and Perrin, I can't wait to see how that plays out. And this sword that Perrin's got, which is from the gods, and the different gods within this story, the Shadow Throne and the hounds that are at his beck and call. They're his, what's the word I'm looking for? Minions. And the story along with Shadow Throne and Quick Ben, and how Quick Ben is to a certain extent now released himself from Shadow Throne, and he's tricked him. And it worked. And Callum's there waiting to find out, did it work? Yeah, it did. And then you've got this other group of assassins who are with Barak, and they're now protecting Crocus. And I think I worked that out pretty quick as well in regards to the coin and the twins. I kept stopping the story and speaking to my eldest daughter and saying, can I just talk to you? Right, I think that certain people within this story who are hearing a coin spinning. And my daughter, I really want to get this out there, my eldest daughter, who we think is autistic, not that I'm saying that's a hindrance, because believe me, it is not. But she was the one who came up with the idea slightly of, maybe it's to do with pirates, Mum. Maybe it's along those lines of, it's like a calling. Like, there's a spinning coin in Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's like a calling. And well, maybe she's got more intelligence than I have. But it's so good. It's so, so good. I love Robin Hobb. I love John Gwynne. I've yet to read Brandon Sanderson. I've also, where is he? Brought into the play. Oh, here we go. Pierce Brown. I've got Red Rising, because I want to give that a go. I've never read sci-fi, so I'm quite well, I kind of have if you're talking about Stephen King, who is wait over there. Stephen King is over here. But yeah, Pierce Brown. The next series of Robin Hobb. I've got John Gwynne, and I've just got his next book there. This is my new Dracula book, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's faux leather bound. It's beautiful. I've got my Joe Abercrombie here. I've got Illborn. I've got a lot to be going at. And I read quite fast, so I should have some of these done quite soon. I've got Wheel of Fortune, which is on this shelf over here. Only got the first 3, but these are all books that I really, really want to read because of all the recommendations. The praises have been sung, and I feel like I'm so far behind. This majoritively, this channel is going to be me playing catch up and telling you guys about books you may have already read or may not have read, how I feel about them. And it's just to share, really. It's just for me to share my thoughts. But seriously, guys, seriously, please, please give this a read. I can't wait to jump back on it. I can't wait to get it finished. And I can't wait to move on to the next. But in the meantime, while I do that, I also will have to pick something here which I'm going to go at. So, here's an idea. If there are enough of you in the comments, and you watch this video, please, 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 in the comments, help me out. Whilst I wait to get the next book of Malazan, which book should I read in the meantime? Should I go with Red Rising? Should I continue on my epic tale with Robin Hobb? Should I go with the next Jongwe? Should I start Joe Abercrombie? Or should I go with Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn? Or should I go with The Wheel of Time? Or should I read just an independent? Say independent. I have a couple, so if you think I should just read an independent, just say independent. So please, if you could comment and help me out, it would really help me out. I will ask my daughter's opinions. I've got 2 girls. I will ask their opinions, and I may even do, if I don't get enough comments to sort of help me out in that way, I probably will just write the names on bits of paper and pull out one and see where we go. But yeah, that's today's video. Malazan. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, and also, before I go, a quick thank you to Matt at Matt's Book Reviews for your lovely comment. I really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. That's 2 booktubers now who've reached out and said and hello, and like your stuff. So it's right here, gets me right in the heart. So yeah, book community. It does seem like a community. It really does. I don't know what more I can say about that. I'm in awe of the fact that that's happened, and yeah, they're great. They're great people. You should, if you haven't already, check them out. I will put in the description links to their channels. But yeah, great people, and thank you so much for your lovely comments. And yeah, so please, like I said, please leave a comment as to what you think I should read next. I much appreciate that. Shorter video than normal, but I know there's enough videos out there at the moment to give you some insight more into Malazan and more of the series. I've still not finished yet. I don't want to go too deep into it. I want to wait and just see if I can get more to grips with it. But yeah, please give it a go. If you've got the chance and you've got the time, please give it a go. Hey guys, that's me. Please like and subscribe, do the usual things, press the bell, notifications of when the next pop a video on. And until then, I'll see you through the pages.